All right, hi, my name is Olivia Lighten. I am a statistics major, and I took a stats class where I had to use this data to calculate GPA using SAS and SQL, and I wanted to see if I could do a similar project using Excel. So we have this data. You can see it looks a little bit funky, but pretty simple to clean up just using text to columns. I use the delimited by the @ symbol and also fixed width to split up the semester and the year. So this is the data cleaned up. We have the student ID, the course they took, when they took it, and then how many hours it was worth in the grade. Now to calculate their GPA, first thing I did was turn this letter grade into a numerical grade for their GPA weight. And this is formula I wrote is really just a lot of if statements to change it into a numerical number. Now, next thing I did was compute graded hours and earned hours. Graded hours meaning like pass-fail classes don't get graded, and earned hours you're not going to earn credit for classes you fail. So once I figured that out, I then did these kind of intermediary calculations to finally get to their overall GPA. This GPA is for each student and all the classes they took, so their overall GPA. So the next thing I did was all these students were actually stats majors. I got this data from the stats department. So I filtered out all of the observations that were not math or stat classes. So then I did the exact same calculations, but now this is their GPA only for their major. So only for the classes they did that count towards their major. The last thing then was I used remove duplicates to only get the one row for each student instead of like the 50 rows for all the classes they took. I also failed to mention I used remove duplicates in the very beginning in the raw data because, or in the clean data here for students who repeated classes. So we didn't double count for the GPA. So back to here. So clean that up using remove duplicates, and now I can see their overall GPA and major GPA side by side. And then I used the conditional formatting for overall GPA, the bottom 10% in red and top 10% in green, and then did the same thing for major GPA. So now you can see side by side. It's interesting to look at. Some people they got the bottom 10% in both their overall and major GPA, or the top 10% in both. And this might be useful for the stats department in determining who will receive internships or jobs or scholarships. And I really enjoyed this project, having the same goal but using two different programs that I've used in the past. I think I learned a lot from it, and thank you for watching.